Good afternoon, YouTube. I'm out here working on the truck because I said I was going to pick up a brush guard pretty cheap and put it on this truck, and well, that I did. But putting it on the truck ain't going so well. I guess before we get into that, because I'm already back here, we'll jump into the airbags. I have the 5,000 pound, no jump stop installed in the bag, Airlift airbag kit. Works great. Use it. I like it. What I also pounced on was their $400 easy installer compressor kit. Now, there's a flaw with that. I installed it. It worked great the first time I used it. I open up the app to pair my phone. It's a firmware update available, so I go to do that. It stalls. It errors right in the middle of the firmware update. And for those of you that know about technology, you screw your computer up big time. I mean, it's just, you're screwed. You screw it up when when there's an error in the middle of a firmware update. It's just how it goes. Unfortunately, it's freaking ass. There's no reset back to default or nothing like that on that. I called Airlift, and they were so helpful. Just, oh yeah, we got another one out to you right now. Just send us the old one back. Sounds like something got messed up. Like, yeah, no kidding. It's a $400 pump. The freaking firmware update took a shit right in the middle, and now it don't work. But when I was really looking forward to that too, would have come in handy twice now. Otherwise, I've just had to fill the bags manually. Got the Airlift frickin' dealy bopper. It'll read the screen though. Device incompatible. Doesn't even pair to the frickin' compressor anymore. My phone does, but that won't. So, whatever. Got the grill out, like I said. Tried to fit this sucker. So, this is an older style brush guard. Should have kept it outside. Been meaning to make a video for a few days, and now I finally get to it. This is an older style brush guard because this one bolts together. Weston's new style is all one welded piece. Brand new Weston, I just put it together. Problem with this, because it's older style, this lower wing does not continue back further to fit on the new bracket style. Apparently Weston updated their design from multi-piece. I don't even know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 piece, not including bolts, brush guard to a one-piece welded, but the design on that changed as well as the brackets. So I ordered a new bracket kit not knowing that because I hadn't picked it up yet, not knowing it was an older style. He just said he hadn't put it on in a few years. I had no idea. I just found this out today that Weston did this design change. And, well, and the other problem is this is for a 1500. Now, that probably wouldn't make a big difference on the new style brush guard. But they cut this out to fit on a 1500 bumper. Now, for those of you that may know or may not know, a 1500 bumper, I'll show you here. This is 2500, obviously. But a 1500 bumper is about half this plastic. And that's what that's cut out for. Now, I'm thinking about if I went to use this brush guard, I would have to modify these brackets to extend out further. I don't know how much further, but further. And then these will work because that hasn't changed because it just hasn't changed. That bolts on back there. And this bracket kit is supposed to be for a 2500, but that doesn't even fit within this cup that is the bumper bracket. It's designed for this truck, but it don't fit. Isn't that classy? And then because, like I said, I could grind this curvature into the brush guard. That's modifying the brush guard. That's modifying the brackets. I don't know what to do. I told the guy on the phone because he's like, fortunately, we don't have the brackets anymore. We don't have the design. We don't have anything for that older style brush guard. And I'm like, so my brand new brush guard is scrap. And he's just like, well, unfortunately, we don't have any of the parts, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, what the hell am I going to do? You know, and not that it's his problem, but it's, you know, the fact that no one makes replicas. The only online place I can find bracket kits is from eTrailer.com. And I emailed them. We're hoping to hear back on whether or not they can help me locate an older style bracket kit, because and now that I know it's for a 1500, I can request that, because the frame might fit similar for between 15 and 25. I don't know. I'm thinking that maybe 1500 it might. I don't know. There's so many factors, and I don't know what would all be different between 15 and 25. I've never had a 1500, so. But yeah, I'm just having loads of a good time. I got a dysfunctional air compressor and a damn brush guard that don't fit. I paid $300 for this brush guard. I had to buy all new stainless steel bolts and washers and everything to put the thing together, because the guy's like, well, I don't have the bracket kit for it. And the bracket kit's got the assembly hardware. So that's where I went out. I know I bought too long of stuff, but I didn't know how long I needed to get, because I know that this flat steel here and this flat steel here, 2 pieces, is about 1/4 inch, so 1/2 inch, and I just wanted to be safe than sorry, and I figured I can cut it off if I need to, whatever. And I had to get bolts to bolt this on here. There's a bolt that goes in here, and then there's a hole here on, obviously, the tube that covers over that bolt, and same thing for the middle bar, and the bottom one just screws onto the sides at the bottom. But, you know, it was like $30 for hardware. It was like $87 or $89 for the frame bracket kit, and I paid $300 for the frickin' brush guard. I don't know what to do. I'm pretty well frickin' screwed at the moment. Without having to modify everything to Kingdom Come. And I mean, this bracket kit isn't even installed properly. You're supposed to install it in this rear hole. I've got it in this front hole with a massive washer. That's so I can bring the bracket out further, which isn't even out far enough. I tried it, and see, I've been boogering up the bumper on both sides, trying to fit this thing, just seeing how or what or why, and it just had to modify everything to Kingdom Come, which isn't the end of the world, but it is a freaking time wasting project. So I don't know what to do. Or where to go from here, I should say. But I'm thinking about probably selling this brush guard for $350, just because the hardware and stuff. And you know, I got a good amount of fuel into driving, you know, 30 minutes one direction to go pick the frickin' thing up. And $350, it's brand new. I mean, there's a bunch of tape on it yet I just took off, and that's what all that yellowish tape stuff is. I just assembled the thing for the first time in its life. I mean, a lot of these plastic sheaths are what the stainless pieces were in. So, brand new, $350. If you've got the older style brackets or know someone that's got them, you can get them. And you've got a 1500, frick, man, brand new brush guard for you. You know, leave a comment, let me know if you're interested, and I'll shoot you my email and whatever, and set something up, because I really want a brush guard for this truck, but I really am not into just hacking something that's brand new up, you know. And it's, you know, it's saving you over half the cost of buying a brand new brush guard if you have the older style brackets. Know where you can get them, know where I could get them, you know, just let me know in the comments. I mean, I'd love to put the thing on my truck if I had to modify the brush guard, if I had the right brackets, all that good stuff. I would be all over it, trust me. So anyway, just thought I'd share a little update with you guys on what's going on. That's the only other thing I'm doing. But didn't take a picture. I should have. I had a car on the trailer over there, and I had the airbags aired up and was perfectly level, and had my enclosed trailer on here the other day. That was perfectly level, and the truck rides almost like It handles, and I guess, I don't know how to say, it handles the bumps as if the truck wasn't loaded down. It's because the leaf springs aren't fully loaded down. But, I mean, you can feel the weight when you go over bumps, but that's about it. So, but it's not any more harsh than if it were loaded down. It's a bit softer, you know, going over bumps and stuff with the airbags. With it loaded down, obviously. I don't know, maybe the bags will break in some more with some more use, but I mean, I only went like 20 some miles, so one direction. So they're not breaking in that much, and it was only a Park Avenue. It's not, you know, 10,000 pounds or something to really give them bags a nice little stretch. But supposedly the new air compressor is supposed to come tomorrow, but I probably won't get installed till the day after tomorrow. And this weekend we've got another Buick to load up on there, and at some point that truck down here, my old 06, has got to get loaded up. I'm trying to figure out whether I can get the gooseneck off, the gooseneck hitch. I took the front bumper off. I don't want the chrome, but I want the plastic because that's going to get paint matched for the 01 and turn the 01 into an 06 pretty much. These bolts don't look too healthy, and I'm really hoping I can get them broken loose. I gotta try and do that yet, but I mean, freaking bed bolts, the nuts up inside the bed rail, they're stripped out, so they can't get the bolts out. I gotta cut them off, yay, in order to get the bed off. But then them stupid little loops that the freaking, whoops, sorry, almost dropped the phone. Them little loops that the chains go through in the bed, I'm probably just gonna have to cut them off because, I mean, the bolts on the, or the nuts on on the underside of the bed are so rusted. It's like, yeah, I don't think that's coming off, and I really want to put that on that truck, so I could start, if I need to, spontaneously. If I go buy a gooseneck, I have it, boom, ready to go. I did buy a 2-inch ball, flip over ball for this, because the one that was in here was so rusted. I had to beat it out with a sledgehammer. It probably took me about an hour beating on it with a sledgehammer to get it out of there, and it looks pretty rusty now. I had it cleaned up, but the ball was so marred up from the sledgehammer that I just tossed it in a scrap. So I bought another ball. It was only $35 shipped to my door, used off of eBay. I'm like, freaking right. So if you guys need doors, I have the doors for sale because I mean, the doors are gutted, the regulator, nothing's in it. But you look at the bottom of the door, I mean, it is pretty damn clean for northern truck. The hinges and everything. Granted, the truck's been repainted, but it's not blistering, it's not doing anything. And then the rear doors, like, they're the same way. Granted, the latches have 360 some thousand miles, or 50 some thousand, I don't know. But and this one's just got a hair of rust there, but it's not it's not expanding and all that crap. I mean, the drains look good and everything. And I mean, frick, I'll even throw in my metal door latches that work great. They don't break like the plastic ones do. And if you need doors, this one's also got a WeatherTech wind not deflector, because it does not deflect anything. It sits on the window, not over the window. WeatherTech stick-on plastic thing. Well, I'm just gonna call it that. Fenders are junk, so I wouldn't ask. The bed's junk, I wouldn't ask. The hood, though, the hood's good shape. We have had hail, but I don't even really see any hail damage on this thing. There's a dimple. That's always been there, though. It's hard to see, but that dimple's always been there. I don't know why, because it doesn't look like anything poked up through the bottom of the hood to put that dimple there. So that's really random. But I mean, the top lip of this starting to separate just a hair, but not bad. And the front of the hood, not bad. If y'all are interested, let me know. The mirrors are shot, so don't even ask. Unless you want shot mirrors, and I mean shot. I mean, they rattle pathetically going down the road. Yeah, junk. The seats are for sale. I have the whole front and rear seats. The rear seat is on for these cloth ones, are on a Tahoe rear frame. So the rear seat will only fit in a Tahoe. So if you got a Tahoe and you want some cloth seats, the passenger side is all manual. The driver's seat has front and rear, and that's it. Movement, power. And the rear seat, you guys can ask about whatever. These doors are just as good, even though it's darker than frig. No rust. No rust. Good as gold. Yeah. So the cab, you could have the cab too. But buy the cab if you wanted it. You got to figure out how to move the frickin' thing. I can help, but if you're gonna come and ask me, you're gonna show up by yourself and expect two people to lift a cab. Good luck. I ain't breaking my back for that. Use your brain, obviously. Bring some muscle. Obviously, cab's 4 bolts and some wiring there. It's just loose now, and that sucker will come right off. Cab, the rockers are starting to go. Or it's not starting to go. They're pretty gone. But new rockers and cab corners. The cab corners are pretty good, not horrible. But if you need an extended cab for some weird reason, let me know. Receiver hitch is spanked. I mean, the leaf springs are okay on this truck. So if you needed those, I was asking about $140 or something like that for the set. So they're pretty decent. Yeah, that's about it. The rest of the truck's scrap. I mean, the cab lights, those lenses are all cracked up, so I wouldn't ask about them. There's not much about this truck that's worth anything. The fender flares aren't bad. One side does have a gash, though. So I had someone ask me about those at one point. I can't remember which one's got the gash. The rear one. Don't trip. 3 times in a row. Alrighty, so this one's got a gash. Pretty good size one. Other than that, they're okay. Yeah. Well, that's about it. Not much else. There's dash pieces, or a whole dash pad, all that stuff. It's got some scratches in it now from being moved around and crap. Rearview mirror works with OnStar. But, yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you guys know where I can get bracket, old style, for this, 1500, 2500, you let me know. I'm highly interested. And, I mean, if you've got a set you want to sell, just let me know, or you want to trade for some truck parts, you let me know. Not off this truck course, but she's getting better and better. I just really wish I could have that instant gratification. Just put the thing together, can't put it on. So let me know. Thanks for watching. God bless.